live. What's going on, everyone? Thank you all so much for tuning in this time. Everybody that's here, I greatly appreciate it. Anybody watching on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This was ridiculous. That was absolute malpractice. The refs made it about themselves. It changed the game. Completely changed momentum. Right? Did Lakers solely lose on just Luka getting ejected? No. But that was a huge momentum shift. That was a huge change. Right? It doesn't help having 18 turnovers and all that stuff. Lakers were right in the thick of it up until that point. And then the refs decided that it was better for them to, steal the spotlight in a big game, a crucial game, an important game, rather than just letting them play. It's an emotional game. It's a playoff setting. There's implications for all teams. You don't think players have emotions? You don't think players aren't, caught up in the emotions? Like, it's ridiculous to see the refs make a decision like that, make a call like that completely changed the game. It changed the game, right? Like, people are going to say, okay. No, it's nonsense. Lakers were in control. They had the lead. Their momentum shifted their way. And then everything just changed. And then they follow that up by giving a technical to Jared Vanderbilt for taunting. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Look, we've had these conversations about other teams. So it's not just a Laker issue, right? This isn't like, it's a Laker fan sticking up for their team. No, this is something we've talked about. I mean, I've talked about and defended Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum got a tech for going talking to himself. Luka in Dallas last year got a tech for literally trying to correct Maxi Kleber. He's literally talking to Maxi Kleber. This was ridiculous. If you're the Thunder, you cannot feel good about this game. I love this matchup. Love it. Lakers win this game if that doesn't happen. If the refs stay out of it and let the emotional game happen, Lakers win this game. Wholeheartedly, 100%. The Lakers win this game. Right? Obviously, we don't know. We can't go back in time and find out or anything like that. No, this was the refs thinking that they're above the game. We're not there for you. No one cares. You could be anybody. You could be robots. No one's like, man, I can't wait to go to the game to go watch the refs. No one cares. And these refs want to get involved. It's not even a Laker issue. This is an issue that is rabid throughout the NBA. Refs thinking that they're better or above the league. Nobody cares. Right? Play the game. Don't be the deciding factor. Give them a warning. Hey, dude, I can't have you do that. I know you're talking to the fan. I know you're doing whatever. Like, do whatever. It's ridiculous. Refs should not be deciding factors in a game, especially in a playoff implication game. Right? Like, this is huge. This is a very important game. And yet the refs thought, you know what? We're going to make this happen. It's ridiculous. I don't care. People are going to say, it's an excuse, whatever. If that happened to your team, you'd be crying too. So let's not pretend like this is just a sole Laker thing, right? This has been an issue without the league. No one can say the refs are the best in the league. We've had a problem with refs for years. Not the Lakers, the NBA period has had an issue, period, with the refs, right? Lakers smacked this team in the playoffs. I am very confident in that. Thunder tried to pull away on several occasions, couldn't pull away, all of that. Lakers were right in the thick of it. Lakers win this game. I don't care. Lakers had all the momentum. Everything's in their way. And then not only do you switch the momentum by ejecting Luka, you then follow up that by giving Jared Vanderbilt the tee for making a huge play. Are players not allowed to just express emotion in a high-intense game? This is a high-pressure, high-intense playoff-level game. Why are the refs getting involved? Stay out of it. If it's a clear technical or it's a clear whatever, if Luka runs over to the ref and tells him to go F himself, sure, eject him, throw him out. It's not what happened. I don't care. Keep your emotions. The players apparently have to keep their emotions. The players apparently aren't allowed to express anything. Why are the refs? Why are the refs allowed to do it? It's ridiculous. That technical by Luka better get rescinded. There is zero reason. I mean, it doesn't change the outcome of this game, unfortunately, but there's zero reason that technical should stand. Zero reason. That technical should be thrown out, and the other one should be thrown out just for what the NBA did. Seriously, that is ridiculous. That guy better not ref in the playoffs. If he can't control his emotions in a regular season game, I don't want to see that guy reffing against it for any team. Not even the Lakers. I don't want to see, what was it, number 72, whatever his name is? I don't want to see that guy ref a single playoff game. That guy better be sitting on the couch watching, thinking about how he messed up any chance he had of reffing the playoffs. It is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's not just a Laker thing. Again, this is an issue with refs, period. Period. The refs are ridiculous. Lakers had that game. Had that game. Despite the turnovers, despite SGA going off, despite all of it, Lakers had that game. Lakers win this series. I am incredibly confident the Lakers win this series. If you're the Thunder, there's zero chance. There is no way you're comfortable with that win. There is no way you like that win. It would be like if SGA got ejected and the Lakers just blew him out. I'd be happy about the win. I would not be happy. I would not be comfortable about the win. Right? Like you cannot look at that game if you're the Thunder and go like, yep, we just proved we can beat the Lakers. No, there's zero shot. That game is a completely different game. Right? Austin Reeves, you could tell he was gassed. The biggest frustration outside of this costing us the game, because that's a frustration, period. The other thing is the Lakers had to play heavy minutes and what was a tight game till the end. Austin Reeves looked gassed, and we have to play Dallas tomorrow. The only bright side of that is Luka's got some rest, and he's probably going to be frustrated. Let me keep this G-rated. Right? Let me keep this, trying to keep this, try to keep this good for family. Keep it family friendly. Man, this Luka's gonna. I think Luka shows up tomorrow, and I want a 40 piece from Luka. I want him to send a message to Lee. I want him dominant because that's ridiculous. Seriously, that was the most silly, ridiculous technical there is. Right? Like again, these are NBA players. They're emotional. You're in a high-pressure game. Emotions are high. Players are high. They're all supposed to just be robots? Then fine. They don't have a league with players. Go have Tesla make a bunch of robots, and let's have a robot league where it's just non-emotions and it's just a bunch of... Like, why are we stopping players from being emotional? It's absolutely ridiculous. On every level, on every front. Refs should not be getting involved in games. Stay out of it. If the same thing happened with the Thunder game, I'd be talking about that. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous to sit here and watch a ref think that, oh, I can dictate, I can do what I want. Okay, because I don't like your attitude, I'm gonna get you out of the game. It did it with his chest puffed out. Man, like that the other ref should have walked over and been like, you're ejected, get out of here. Right? Luka, you're in the game, you're fine. You're done. You're done. Where's the head ref? The head ref has no power in anything. Right? Like it's absolutely ridiculous at this point. Look, Lakers got to win 2 games still, right? There was the argument to sit guys this game. I'm glad that the Lakers played, honestly. Sorry, my throat's a little hoarse now. Screaming. I'm glad the Lakers played, guys, because guys are in rhythm. You see guys are continuing in rhythm. Reeves continues to be in rhythm. Reeves was just gassed at the end. You know, he missed a bunch of free throws and stuff. That's not him. I mean, he just looked gassed. He was clearly gassed. I think he'll be fine. Right? But you got to beat Dallas tomorrow. You have to. You have zero choice. And it sucks because this is a game that was very winnable. This is a game that the Lakers should have won. And I really hope that this isn't the game we look back that bites us in the behind. Right? Lakers have to beat Dallas tomorrow. You have to. You have to show up. You have to do what you have to do. And you got to make sure you pull out that W in Dallas tomorrow. Because you lose that game, now you're in trouble. Right? And now you're counting on all these other teams to lose and all this other stuff. And I just don't want to risk it. Right? Phoenix can't beat, me and 4 of you. Right? So they're definitely not beating the Warriors. This is going to be it's Probably coming down to the last game. I hope not. But bare minimum, you got to beat Dallas. You beat Dallas, then you're good. You should beat Houston. If you don't beat Houston, then you at least have the Portland Trailblazers, who they're eliminated from the play-in and everything, that they should pack it in, and Lakers should be in good shape. But again, this is absolutely ridiculous. But on a brighter note, let's jump into the player breakdown, because there was some great things, particularly Jared Vanderbilt. And then I'll jump in the super chat questions, all the regular chat questions. I see the super chats trickling in. Keep sending those in. We'll get into those here in a moment. Diving into it, right? Dorian Finney-Smith continues to shoot the ball well, continues to play well. He had 12 points, 4 of 8 from 3, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. LeBron James didn't have his best game, right? Especially early on. He looked a little, kind of like lethargic out there, right? He wasn't terrible. Like, he wasn't bad, but he didn't look like LeBron, right? 6 turnovers don't help. Got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. He did have 28 points, 7 rebounds, right? If you just looked at the box score, you're like, he shot 50% from 3. He was 8 of 19, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 28 points. LeBron was great. If you actually watched the game, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great, right? He wasn't what his box score would tell you. Jackson Hayes, I thought, had a solid game. Austin Reeves, again, did everything he could. I know he missed 4 free throws down the stretch, or 1 earlier and then 3 out of 4 down the stretch. But again, he was gassed, right? He was just trying to generate and keep us afloat. But he continued to shoot the ball well, 4-7 from 3-point range, 6-12 from the floor, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 turnovers. I don't like that. Got to take better care of the basketball. 24 points. Luka, again, if he doesn't get taken out of the game, it's a completely different game. He was 7 of 15 from the floor, 46.7%, 3 of 7 from 3, 43% from 3, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 23 points. Jared Vanderbilt was the story of the game, though. Even if Luka stays, Lakers win everything. Let's say everything goes right, Lakers win this game, right? Jared Vanderbilt's the player of this game. In 20 minutes of action, he was 3 of 5 from the floor, 12 rebounds, including 8 offensive rebounds. And he did that in 20 minutes, right? He had an assist, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, which I don't love, but 8 points. He was just everywhere, all over the court, which was great. Gabe Vincent had his struggles this game. Jordan Goodwin, again, rebounded the ball well in limited minutes. He shot 50% from 3, knocked down a couple 3 balls, which was nice to see. But overall, again, this is just a frustrating game all around because of the circumstances and what happened. The refs, again, cannot decide and dictate that game. It's inexcusable. But anyway, let's jump into the super chat questions, all of the regular chat questions. We'll dive into all this stuff. I really appreciate it. Real quick, hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. And let's get into it. So starting us off, Zion, coming out to $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Absolutely pitful action by the ref. Agreed. 100%. I want Luka to go off for 50 tomorrow. Agreed. The only bright side about it is Luka is going to get some extra rest, right? Luka's didn't have to play 40 minutes for us to win, which probably was going to have to happen, right? He still played 31 minutes, but he probably would have had to, for us to win that game, probably would have had to have played probably 35 to 40 minutes for us to pull that win out. But again, it's inexcusable. But because of this, a great game ruined. Yes. And that's the thing that bothers me, right? If this was just a straight up game and the Thunder just pulled ahead late and we lost, hey, tip your hat to them. Hey, congrats, good win. We'll see you in the playoffs, right? But that's not what this was, right? To have the refs, that game was tight. Don't decide the game because you have an ego and you need to flex it. It's ridiculous. You cannot eject Luka out of the game for that. The NBA needs to allow, because there's a head ref, right? The NBA needs to allow the head ref to be able to rescind that in real time, right? Something needs to be done. Again, this isn't just a Laker problem. It's a problem in the league, period. Right? One of the big issues is the NBA, right? The refs in the NBA are an issue, and it needs to be fixed somehow. There's no reprimand. There's no repercussions for refs being bad. Players get fined, players get suspended, players get ejected, and it costs teams games, right? But nothing happens to the refs. Why do refs worry about anything, right? Any other field, any other job, if you ended up doing something foolish, guess what? You're getting suspended, you're getting written up, you might even go home and not get paid or fired. Refereeing is the only job in the world where there's no repercussions at all. None. And it's a problem. It's a problem. They need, if you don't want to, slap your refs on the wrist, right? Or you don't want to spank them and you don't want to whatever, then you need to have some type of system to fix and address the refs. Whether it's the head ref, right? Somebody that has years of experience, right? Whoever the head ref, there's always a head ref. The head ref can come in and go, no. We're not doing that. I overturn that, right? The problem is then is he going to actually do that to his fellow ref, right? It's kind of one of those things. But something needs to be done. Or New York, whatever, because they're reviewing stuff in the booth and all that. The NBA should have they need to have some implementation where it's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. It's too close of a game. We're not, unless he does something crazy or deliberate. You're not throwing him out. If he ran over to the ref and told him to go F himself, sure, give him the tag. But even if he was yelling at the ref, which he wasn't, he was yelling at the fan, right? Like, even if he was yelling at the ref, you got to let it go, right? If that was Michael Jordan, he would have kissed Jordan on the mouth and said, hey, it's okay, Michael. But in today's NBA, these refs can't handle anything. It's crazy. But thank you, Zion. Mikel coming out the $5 super chat. Really appreciate it. This loss only proved that OKC doesn't have the defense for a three-headed beast. OKC only upped their defense in the fourth quarter when it was only AR and LeBron. And AR was gassed, and LeBron looked lethargic from the moment the game started, right? So, again, if you're OKC, you cannot feel good about this win. There is no way OKC feels good about this win. I've said it all season long. All season long. The Lakers match up extremely well against the Thunder, even before the Luka trade, right? I think OKC's in even more trouble now. They don't have the size to match up with the Lakers. Lakers' biggest problem, yes, is interior defense. They don't have the interior defense and they don't have the interior size, but they're a big team. They're one of the biggest teams in the league, right? Thunder, you look at all their guys are 6'3" to 6'6". Right? All the Lakers guys, the smallest guy on the court is Austin Reeves. And he's 6'5". Right? He's bigger than 2 or 3 of their top defensive guys. Right? Lakers are big. And that's the luxury. Sorry, my throat screaming earlier. But yeah, that's the luxury. Right? Is that the Lakers they're big. They're physical, they're imposing, right? Luka is bigger than all their defenders. LeBron is bigger than all their defenders, and Austin Reeves is the size of all their defenders. He just has to handle the ball pressure, which he's done much better throughout the course of the season. So you got to love that. Kudini coming out with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Ref's name is JT Orr. Bro is garbage. OKC frauds. Lakers in 5. 100%. Yeah, JT Orr. I mean, seriously, I better not see that guy reffing any team, not even the Lakers, in the playoffs. That guy, the NBA should look at that and go, he's good. You can ref the bad regular season games. That's it. Because this is this was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You cannot have that. And look, I am more confident. If you're a Laker fan, you have to be more confident in the Lakers to beat OKC than ever. Because you just beat them by 27. You came into their home again after just a day off. And we're in full control of that game with a chance to win that game until the refs got involved. If you're the Lakers, you have to feel incredibly confident. If you're the Thunder, you have to have concerns, right? We probably should have lost twice at home to the Lakers in a game that we showed up for. If you're the Lakers, you got to feel great about this win. But it's very disappointing. Just very disappointing. Jesus coming out $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Hey Tyler, I feel you. It's BS for real. They can't beat us. Yeah, it is. It's just, again, if this was a hard fought back and forth game, which at the time it was, right? If it was a back and forth game and they just blitzed us at the end, like I said, tip your hat to them, tell them, hey, good job, good game. We'll see you in the playoffs, right? But that's not what this was. Right? And yes, you don't know. Like, there's no guarantee the Lakers would have won that game or anything like that. Chances were a lot better. And momentum is a real thing in basketball, right? It's huge. Why do you think teams call timeouts and all that stuff, right? What was our big issue with Darvin Ham last year? That he never stopped the bleeding. He never stopped the momentum from other teams. Momentum is huge, right? If you have Luka, now Austin Reeves doesn't have to do everything by himself. Now when LeBron goes to the bench, which you could argue JJ shouldn't have done, but you have to stick to the script, right? You don't want to gas out LeBron and Reeves, right? So you're trying to preserve LeBron to hopefully make a push. It's close at that point, right? You're hoping that LeBron come in and change the game, right? So I don't really knock JJ for sticking to the script. But if Luka's on the court, LeBron goes to the bench, you still have Luka. And Luka was just talking his mess, hitting big shots. He probably starts to cook at that point because he goes, it's showtime, baby. Right? Like, it's a completely different game at that point. Completely different game. Stakes coming out, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Refs' ego and stupidity control the game 100%. It really is. And that's what's so frustrating. You cannot do that. Not in a game like this. It's such a high-stake game for both sides. Right? Thunder on a losing streak. They're playing hard. They're trying to get the number 1 overall seed. Right? So it's a huge game for them. Lakers, if they win this game, they only need 1 more. Now they lock up the 3 seed. It's too important of a game. We're not there for the refs. No one cares who JT Orr is. No one's like, man, I can't wait to go to the Lakers Thunder game to watch JT Orr ref. No one cares who he is. Right? Stop. These refs need to stop making it about them. People are buying tickets to go see the refs. The refs can be robot refs. You don't even need refs on the court. You can do everything from upstairs. No one's going to be like, man, it sucks that there's no ref. No one's going to care. Get the calls right. Get your emotions out of it. Stay out of it. If players aren't allowed to be emotional, NBA refs shouldn't be allowed to be emotional. If Jared Vanderbilt gets a tech for being pumped up for a play in a sequence, then JT Orr should have been sent home immediately because that was malpractice. That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But thank you. The Legend coming out, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That call was BS, but you got Braun and AR, no excuses. It is an excuse because, again, the game completely changes. NBA is a game of runs, and it's a game of momentum. When you change and you integrate a factor into momentum, it changes things. AR was gassed at the end of that game. Is AR gassed if he has Luka to take over down the stretch? LeBron James didn't have his best game. Luka was torching them. They removed the biggest X factor from the court. If SGA got taken out of the game, would you feel that it wasn't that there's no excuse? No, you would have said, dude, they lost their best player. There is an excuse. The game was a tight game. You cannot do that by any stretch. If they did that to SGA, I would have said that was malpractice because it's inexcusable. Refs should not decide games. JJ had to rest LeBron. He has to. LeBron goes to the bench. You have Luka and Reeves on the court. That doesn't change anything? Then now you only have AR? AR gets gassed and tired, right? It doesn't change that Luka is not on the court? Of course it does. Of course it does, right? Again, basketball is a game of momentum and runs. When a ref decides which way to swing the momentum, that's an excuse. If Lakers just got blitzed at the end of the game, hey, again, Thunder did their job. Good job. You beat them, right? But at the end of the day, the refs decided to step in and make a crucial call at a crucial point. That Lakers had the momentum. They had the lead, right? Luka's shot put him up because SGA ended up tying the game, and then they gave Jared Vanderbilt the tech, which gave SGA another free throw, which allowed him to take the lead. It changed the momentum. You had a huge swing. If the Lakers go get a stop, and then Luka hits a big 3 because now he has momentum because he just got a big play, puffed his chest, talked his mess, and now the Lakers are up 4, it changes the game. It absolutely is an excuse. Absolutely. But I appreciate the legend nonetheless. Tupac Westside coming out the $5 super chat. Bright side, at least we know we can beat the Thunder and go toe-to-toe with them. Yeah, I mean, that the problem is that you played all your guys and you played heavy minutes, and now you got to go play Dallas. And if you lose the Dallas, Lakers are in a very tough spot. The refs didn't only hurt the Lakers this game. They might have hurt their chances, period. Because if the Lakers win this game and they lose to Dallas tomorrow, you still only have to beat Portland or Houston, and you're good. Or I guess Houston, then Portland, and you're good. Right now, the Lakers have to win 2 out of the next 3 games. Right now, luckily, one of them is Portland, and they should be packed up at the end of the season. So Lakers should win that game. But still, you have to beat Dallas tomorrow on a back-to-back. Yes, it's going to be Luka's, big game and big moment, but you have Dallas who's coming off of like 4 days rest, right? It's a big game for AD, and and they're at home and stuff. It's frustrating. But for the Thunder side of it, yes, if you're the Lakers, you got to feel very confident, right? If you're the Lakers, you're looking at this as like, dude, we win this game if Luka doesn't get ejected, right? And that means we beat them twice on the road, and what would have been a same sequence in the playoffs. We can beat them at home, and we can beat them in a playoff series, right? Because hopefully the refs aren't ejecting Luka in the playoff series. If you're the Lakers, you feel great about this. If you're the Thunder, there's no way you feel good about this win. No way you feel good about this win. But appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. And then David, coming out the $5 super chat. I would not feel good if I were OKC. Agreed, 100%. Was just saying the same thing, right? This win is no different than if the Lakers rested all their starters. I think this win does nothing for OKC's confidence. It can't. There's no way. Because you have to, even if you thought the same result would happen, it's still in the back of your mind. Like, what would have happened if Luka doesn't get ejected? Do we still beat them if Luka doesn't get ejected? Even if you think that you would have beaten the Lakers and it wouldn't have made a difference, and you still would have executed the same way and you would have won the game, there's no way you have full confidence and belief in that. Zero. There's no way. Right? Like, it's the same thing. If SGA gets ejected in that game, yes, I have confidence because the Lakers just beat them, but still, you have that question in the back of your mind of like, does the Thunder win that game because SGA is cooking? And it's a completely different game, completely different thing. It's incredibly frustrating. But look, this is good. Beat Dallas tomorrow, and the ship is right. That's all you got to do. Beat Dallas tomorrow, everything's good. But anyways, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Funny how you weren't here. Water is wet when the Thunder or when your Warriors ended up getting smacked. Why are ratings down? Yeah, facts. This is why ratings are down 100%. So stupid. Actually, because Luka is the only one who can handle Dort. I love Reeves, Braun, but they really struggle anytime Dort was on them. Also, I need to see Reeves not go a whole quarter field goal-less. Yeah, I mean, again, he was clearly fatigued. I can't really get on him too much. I mean, the guy was trying to do everything he could. The NBA should be pissed about how this game was officiated. Trash. Agreed. There's no way the NBA looked at that and went, oh, that was great. That was a great result. Great result. Because now no one's going to talk about the game, right? No one's going to talk about it. Everyone's going to talk about that ejection and that ref, JT Orr. This is the worst thing that could have happened. This is a huge game that was big for ratings and everything else. And now the conversation isn't going to be about the Warrior or the Thunder and the Lakers. It's going to be about, oh, the ref changed the game. If you're the NBA, you got to be sick. You got to be sick right now. If you're Adam Silver, you got to be furious. I don't care for the loss. We can still beat them in a 7-game series. Refs gave this win. Yeah, look, I'm confident that the Lakers beat them in a 7-game. I mean, I was confident before the Luka trade. I'm even more confident now. And then after this game, even more. Luka about to drop 80 on the Mavs, and the refs also cut Lynn, bring in an actual center. Who do you think they should get? The problem is like now you got to train somebody, you got to rep somebody. I don't think the Lakers do it. I wouldn't mind bringing in a bigger guy. If anything, I think they'll probably bring in maybe Jemison, but we'll see. Time will tell. I don't think they do anything, if I'm being honest. Michael, coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Shout out to JJ for having the balls to steal for benching LeBron James, Vando in the second half after those turnovers. They came out with fire in the third quarter. Yeah, look, I love JJ, man. Like if we get the 3 seed, he better get coach of the year. If not, he's got to be Houston probably, Ime Udoka probably gets coach of the year because they went from not making the playoffs or play-in to, being the 2 seed. But JJ better get voted. I mean, he's been fantastic this year. He's been making all and that's why I'm very confident, right? Even with the Denver stuff and the Denver mess, and you see they end up firing Mike Malone and stuff. I am very confident that the Lakers would have JJ and his coaching pedigree compared to like Darvin Ham. I mean, he's clearly better. I do. I like JJ continues to, he holds players accountable. Even LeBron, he holds this team accountable. He sticks up for his team. I love what JJ brings to this team, right? What was it? It was the previous Thunder game, right? Where JJ's literally jumping up and down, screaming at Austin Reeves to get out of the way, get over to the corner, because Reeves is just kind of planted there. And JJ's literally jumping up and down, screaming at Reeves because Reeves was not doing what he was supposed to do. And then Reeves cuts to the corner finally, and then LeBron, Jackson Hayes pick and roll action, and Hayes gets a dunk, right? It's those kind of things. Darvin Ham would have just sat there and watched Reeves screw up that play, right? Like Darvin Ham would have sat there with his hands in his pockets and just be like I love that. Love that that JJ's like, get out of that, and he's literally jumping up and down, screaming at Reeves. You see Reeves like, oh, and it just runs over. It was great. I love that kind of stuff. New coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. On the plus side, we know we can beat KFC if we meet them in the playoffs. 100%. I mean, look, I was confident we could beat them even before. I mean, if you're a Laker fan, you got to be incredibly confident now, right? You got to be very confident because this, again, Lakers probably win this game again, back to back. I thought if the Lakers played the Thunder, if I'm being honest, because I've talked about it, it's on film, right? I thought that game goes 6 or 7. I thought more likely 7 games. I don't know anymore. Honestly, Lakers might beat the Thunder in like 5 or 6 tops. Like the Thunder, I don't try. Like if I'm a Thunder fan, I don't want to see the Lakers, right? If I'm a Thunder fan, I'm like, I want to avoid everybody but the Lakers. Like if I'm a Thunder fan, I am praying that somebody eliminates us before the Thunder play us, right? Because I think the Lakers beat them pretty swiftly, pretty handily. Right. And I do. I love that matchup. Love that matchup. I would play the Thunder in the first round if we could. Right. Unfortunately, we can't because I don't want to be, an 8 seed or anything like that. Right. We just got to win one game and we're in the playoffs. So I'm confident about that, but we need to win these 2. Appreciate you. Sergi, coming in hot, the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If the players can't be emotional, neither can the refs. Best take I've heard. 100%. My friend is an OKC fan, and he doesn't feel good after this game. I don't know how you can, honestly, right? Like I wouldn't feel good about this game if SGA got eliminated, right? Like my whole argument would be like the Lakers just beat them again, or just beat them yesterday. But what does that game look like if SGA stays in it? I would have had the same argument. How do I know this? Because I've made that argument, right, in other games, in other videos, right? Like, so again, if you're the Thunder and you're a Thunder fan, you got to have concerns because that game changed entirely, right? But it's true. If players can't be emotional, neither can the refs, right? Somebody make that a meme for me and send it to me, right? Like, no, in all seriousness though, right? Like the NBA basically has players' emotions on lockdown. You have to keep your emotions in a box, but the refs are allowed to express their emotions and make big decisions based on how players respond to those emotions. It's ridiculous, right? Unless somebody's starting a fight, players should not get taxed, right? Like if the ref has to listen to Luka cry and complain all game long, that's what you're paid to do. Do it. Shut up and do it. Deal with it. Like the NBA needs to just go, unless it is a physical altercation, no more technicals. Because these refs can't control themselves. And it's not just a Laker thing. Again, this is an issue, period. Refs cannot control their emotions. So if refs can't control their emotions, why are we demanding players do that? Right? Players are there to play the game. It is a very emotional game. If the refs want to be emotional, then fine. either A, players can't get texts from, a ref unless it's a physical altercation, or B, you can get as many texts as you want and you won't be injected. You won't be ejected, but you just give free throws to the other team, which could still kind of sway and dictate momentum in a game. But still, right? Something needs to be changed. Something needs to change. Something needs to be fixed. But appreciate you. Jarble, coming out $2 for 10. Thank you so much. KFC, UFC, refs can't see. Lakers at 5. Yeah. Dude, honestly, I am very confident in this, man. Seriously. I am very confident the Lakers beat the Thunder. More so than before. I was already confident. I think Lakers beat them in 5, maybe at most 6. I think Lakers run through the Thunder. I want to see them in a conference finals badly. I want to see the Thunder show. I hope the Lakers get the 3 seed, beat whoever you got to beat in this, who's the 6 seed, beat the Houston Rockets, and then go smack the Thunder. I want that so badly. But appreciate you. Thank you so much. The NBA should be pissed about. I already got this one. It's all right, guys. We come to see the refs, not the players. Good call. Yeah, exactly. 100%. That's exactly what it is, right? We're not like, who wants to see the players, right? LeBron, Luka, Reeves. Who are those guys? SGA? Who's that? JT Orr. That's the guy we're all there to see. We should have just sat our guys this game. It's hard to beat any team on a back-to-back. They're going to have tired legs for tomorrow's game. I mean, hindsight is always 20/20. But if Lakers win this game, we all have a very different opinion, right? I think JJ made the right decision. I think the team made the right decision. Players. Look, I talked about this in the last live stream against the Thunder, made a video about it, all of it, right? Where I want the lock it up. Like, let's not look at it as like, again, the basketball gods gave us a gift, right? Warriors and Nuggets losing. Now you got to win 2 games. Don't make the basketball gods punish you. You saw what just happened to Mike Malone and the Denver Nuggets, right? Don't make the basketball gods punish you. Do what you're supposed to do, handle your business, and then decide, right? If Lakers beat the Thunder tonight, and then you beat Dallas tomorrow, and you want to sit the Houston and Portland game, beautiful, fine, go ahead. But like I said, you sit this game, you lose this game. Now all the pressure and momentum is on you to beat Dallas. Again, Anthony Davis, we don't have anyone to contain him. And this is going to be a revenge game for him too. He goes and drops 50. Klay Thompson hits 10 threes, which he's more than capable of. And they just like shoot the lights out and the Lakers lose. Now we're like, oh, we should have played the Thunder game, right? It's just hindsight is always going to be 20/20. Lakers made the right decision. If the Lakers win this game and the refs don't get involved, we're all talking about how great and how happy we are that the Lakers did this, right? Like, it's just, again. And if anything, I think this was a huge statement, right? Because, yes, the Lakers lost, but again, no one's going to be talking about the Thunder winning this game. Everyone's going to be talking about how the Lakers might have won that game had the refs not gotten involved, right? The Thunder cannot feel good about this. Thunder fans cannot feel good about this. Nothing. Best case scenario for the Thunder was they just beat the Lakers, right? But they didn't, right? That might have been as good as, I mean, obviously winning would have been the best, but this was probably the best course of action, right? Tyler, this is one of those games that Reeves got phased out during the second half. He wasn't able to cook, so I feel like he lost rhythm, but missed that many free throws, inexcusable. I just think he got tired. I really do. I think, like, I mean, I'm first one to be critical of Austin Reeves if it's warranted. I don't think this is warranted. I mean, I think Austin Reeves, he tried to do what he could. I think he was, I mean, the guy's 90% from the free throw line, right? Like, guys miss free throw. Like, when he missed 1 and then he missed 2, I was kind of like, oh, come on, Reeves, got to knock free throws. But when he missed 3 out of 4, it was like, all right, this guy's tired, right? I don't really blame him. The guy's been cooking. The guy's been unbelievable, right? It was, again, Luka getting ejected sucked the win out of the gym, the game, and all the players. The NBA refs are a joke, 100%. The refs robbed this of a close game. Lakers versus Thunder. After that technical, the Lakers' energy zapped out. Yeah. Well, and then they followed that up with another technical to Jerry Vanderbilt. Right? Like, it's like, what are we doing, man? Jason, I love you, but come on. Even if this was the Celtics, you and me were talking about Jason Tatum getting a tech and how the Celtics lost the game last year because of it. Right? Again, if it was the Celtics, you'd be saying the same stuff. Bro, OKC got the Mickey Mouse win. I got the Mickey win. No Rui. They kicked out Luka. Shake it. Yeah. Absolute disgrace, man. I honestly still think OKC would have won, but the refs robbed everyone of a good close game. Lakers steamrolled OKC in the playoffs. Yeah, even if they did win, right? Like it's let them win, right? Like, look, it is very possible that Thunder still win the game, even if that doesn't happen, right? Lakers were up one, right? With what was it, like 7 minutes left, 6 minutes left, whatever it was, right? If they go and beat us again, fine, they beat us. Tip your hat to them. We'll see you in the playoffs, right? Lakers in 5, and you move on. But that's not what happened, right? And that's the problem. It was one of the worst fourth quarters I've seen as a Laker fan in a while. Yeah, I mean, when the momentum just gets sucked out of the building, I hate those refs. Yeah. What's going on, Daniel? Yeah, it needs to be fired. It was the same malpractice. Now the question is, what is going to happen tomorrow versus the Mets? You got to play everybody because you have to win that game. You have to. Houston's good enough to beat us, right? Even fully healthy and everyone out there, right? They can beat us a game, right? Like if you're the Lakers, you have to show up and you have to beat the Mavs tomorrow. You have to. You have no choice, right? Like this is always the problem with playing everybody against the Thunder. Again, I'm glad that the Lakers did, but that's the big question, right? Like now what do? You got to show up and you got to beat them. Refs ball. I'm sick, bro. WTF. I'm right there with you, man. Let's talk about this, but yeah, man, this was, man, absolutely BS. If there were no texts, I would have been one of the better games of the season. 100%. This game would have went down to the wire either way. Again, Thunder might have still beat us, but they weren't blowing us out the gym like we just saw. Like, again, it changed everything. They probably still would have won, but that's not okay. Yeah, again, it's very possible that would have happened, but refs gave y'all 40 plus threes and y'all still lost. What are you talking? 40 plus threes. Refs don't give us threes. What are you talking about, weirdo? Sit down, Goofy. Sit this one out, Max. Okay. You don't know. You go back to sleep. Admin. Lakers could very well win the championship this season. 100%. 100%. I mean, I've talked about it. Talked about it even before the Luka trade. I thought the Lakers still had a chance. I still think the Lakers have. I still believe the Lakers have a better chance with Luka. I think this team is crazy. I think this team is. This team is good enough, right? When they lock down and they focus defensively, they're one of the best defensive teams in the entire league. When their offense is cooking and guys are cooking, they're one of the best. Just teams, period. Right? We've seen when they play both sides of the basketball, you're not beating this team 4 times. You're just not. Lakers win this. Lakers. You're gonna have to beat this team. This isn't like the last few years where Lakers run into Denver and they just get ran out. I just don't see that happening. But appreciate you. Rui was out when Luka got thrown out of the game. We had the game. If Luka didn't get thrown out, we would have won the game. Agreed. Can't wait to see them till the playoffs either. The referees suck. Yes. That way, if Rockets beat us, somehow we can beat the Blazers and get that 3 seed. But yeah, Lakers have to win this game tomorrow. Tyler, I knew we'd lose this. I called it. Lakers play their guys and just lose. Yeah, but again, they didn't just lose. Now we're screwed tomorrow, and we have to win the next game, which we might not even win one game for the rest of the way. Lakers will win. Lakers bare minimum win the Blazer game. It's just you got to beat Dallas tomorrow, right? You beat Dallas, you're in good shape. Lakers are fun. Yeah, they're never beating the allegations. Yeah. OKC has referee on payroll, 100%. Let's see. After refs, wouldn't be shocked if this is about the case for MVP race. Yeah, he loses twice, could change things. Yeah, 100%. Let's see. If Luka didn't get ejected, we win. I think we do too, honestly. OKC can't be feeling good about that win. We're losing when Luka got tossed and Rui wasn't even playing yet. Like I said it, like there's zero chance that the Thunder are looking at this win and going like, yeah, man, that was the one. That was the game, baby. We got it. No way. Yeah, play out Lakers smack them. And OKC is trash here. If you're the Thunder, you got to be concerned. You have to be. Lakers cook OKC in 5 or 6. Agreed. Thunder should not feel great about it. I'm sorry. Refs bet on the game. It feels that way. Wholeheartedly feels that way. OKC refs get away. Yeah. Let's see. This is why people believe the refs are bought and paid for. Yeah, and that's the problem, right? Like, again, the NBA needs to fix this. It's an issue that's been going on for years now. Years. And again, it's not just a Laker problem. This isn't like, it's just because the Lakers are dealing with it. No, this is an issue that's been going on for years, literal years. So the NBA's got to fix this. The NBA's got to do something. It's ridiculous at this point. I see some of your comments. Can't bring up the naughty words. YouTube doesn't like that. I hate the refs. Ref is from my city. I hate that ref is from my city. Let it out, buddy. I feel it. Thank you. This is a safe place, right? At this point, replace the refs with AI. You're not wrong. Luka needs to STFU, and maybe the refs would stay out of the game. It doesn't matter because Jared Vanderbilt got a tech, right? I mean, again, the refs. It's an emotional game. Again, players are emotional. Like, again, why are we handcuffing players in one of the most competitive sports in the world? A sport that is more singular oriented by a player than any sport in the league outside of like tennis. Right? Like, it'd be like tennis players getting points deducted because they scream every time they get a point. Right? It's ridiculous at this point. It's ridiculous. And it's just they need to fix it. They do. They really need to fix it. When the game slows down, it's bad for the Thunder. We saw that tonight when they had no idea what to do. Yeah, which is why I don't trust them in the playoffs. Right? When the NBA becomes more physical, SGA is not getting the foul calls that he's accustomed to on a nightly basis, and it becomes much more half court oriented. It's a very different game. Yeah, Big Eagle ref needs to be fired. Yep. It's not an excuse. The Lakers are better than the Thunder and showed it twice. Lucky Luka is gone. Yeah, I agree. If Luka didn't get tossed yet, agreed. Let's see. Tyler, if I'm being honest, I am mad too, but the Lakers need to defend better in general. Dalton should not play another minute for this team. He is worthless. A defender. I don't feel bad for him. I mean, again, if you're playing him, you're playing him spots. Come playoff time, he probably doesn't even see the court. But, yeah, I mean, look, Lakers got to lock in and be better, period. But Lakers were in that game. And it's a very different game if that doesn't happen. Again, do the Warriors still win that game? Very likely, right? Like, Lakers weren't up 15, right? Like, it was a 1-point game when that happened. But again, you changed all the momentum. You gave the lead back to the Thunder, right? Because they got 2 free throws. Changes everything. Let's see. Stop Luka. Don't need to be quiet. These are grown men playing with passion and heart. The Lakers look like the better team before Luka got ejected. Simple. Yeah, exactly. Again, we're going to pretend like this isn't a league ran by players in an emotional game, in an emotional environment, in an emotional setting with fans and screaming and roaring. And again, you're taking away all of it. Tyler, they gave Draymond many chances to get ejected. Yeah, that's if that was Draymond, he could have smacked the ref and they still would have kept him in it. OKC will not destroy the Lakers in the playoffs. I am fairly certain in that. OKC's refs need to be investigated. Facts. Exactly. Basketball is a sport, and sports are emotional. Competition is emotional. Exactly. Right? When you're in the thick of an intense battle, and they go, oh well, let's just calm our horses here. Like, it's ridiculous. Good scrap, Lakers in 6 years. It's no excuse they won, but if they see the Lakers, it's going to be a bad matchup for OKC. It's facts. LeBron can't carry a team again. It shows after Luka's ejection. Yeah. Refs cheating makes me not even want to watch anymore. Exactly, and it's bad. People wonder why ratings are down and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Always. I genuinely think Thunder fans and the team don't feel as good about playing us anymore. There's no way they do. Zero shot. There is no way any Thunder fan is looking at that and going like, "Man, we're gonna own the Lakers come playoff time." Yeah, completely malpractice. Yeah. Do not bet. Do not sports bet. It's rigged. Yeah, they were ridiculous calls. Refs ruined the game so bad. They did. They did. Unless players are calling you a bitch, shut up, refs. Exactly. Like I said, if Luca ran over and smacked the ref in the face or something, or started cussing him out or something crazy, then sure, give him a tech, eject him. He deserves it. But even if he was yelling at the refs, right? Players should not get techs for being emotional. You're paid to sit there, make calls, and listen to players. It's what your job is. If you can't do it, don't be a ref. If you can't handle Luca crying to you every possession, then don't ref. It's easy. Let somebody else that can do it. Right? It's simple. Um, all right, we're back. I think we're back. Somebody let me know we're back. My computer died. I wasn't paying attention to the notification. My computer died. Somebody let me know I'm back and we're good and everything's okay and we can talk again. Did Tyler rage quit? Okay, we're back. Good. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. I was paying attention to the chat and all intense and into it, and I didn't pay attention to my laptop. Um, so sorry about that. Little technical difficulty. It's all right. I'm only going to go about like 10 minutes anyway because I got to make videos. I got to rant. There's so many frustrations. Shoot. Problem is, I lost where I was in the chat. Darn it. Oh, it didn't even. It just brought me back. Shoot. It didn't even pull up the whole chat. Uh-oh. All right, we're gonna start here. The Lakers were lost after Luka got ejected. Agreed. This is ridiculous. We have money on this game, and the refs just think they can do something as outrageous as that so easily. Yeah, it's frustrating. Yep, refs ruined it. Let's see. Also, yeah, for Jalen Wells, yeah, that guy just, I mean, why you undercut him like that? You know what I mean? I know he tried to he didn't mean to, and it was like, but come on, man, you can't be undercutting players like that, right? Like that's just not good, not good at all. So that was just a bad decision. Period. Luca wasn't even yelling at the ref. A fan confirmed Luca was talking to him and not the ref. Exactly. It's just, and again, even if he was, who cares? Even if he was, like, your job is to shut up and listen. Listen to it. Lakers get the benefit of the refs almost every single game. Stats and everything else prove otherwise. There have been plenty of people that have broken down the numbers to prove that it's not. That the narrative is inaccurate. Dallas game is a must win for the Lakers, 100%. It really is. Yeah, I think it's better to give the guys more reps before the playoffs. Chemistry is not made overnight, after all, especially with top three guys. Yeah, which is why I'm fine with them playing these games, right? Um, let's see. They need to win one more game, and the third spot is secure. They got to win 2 games. They got to win 2 games, and the 3 spot is secured, unless Warriors and Nuggets lose another one. But Warriors are beating Phoenix by 30, 26. So that's probably not happening. Memphis won. Yeah, and we got to keep an eye on some of the other games. After refs, they gifted the game to the Blunder. Make you wonder if they had bets placed on this game. There ain't no just yet. And that's the problem. There's no repercussions. There's no reprimand for refs. So if you're a ref, like, why do you care? Why are you worried about it? Let's see. It doesn't matter if what he does. He can cry everybody. Again, you're being paid to do it. If you can't deal with it, then don't do it. Right? Don't be a ref. You don't have to ref. Right? There's other jobs, there's other careers, there's other fields. Right? If you can't deal with players crying, then don't ref. It's your job to deal with it. So I'm saying, unless a player gets into a physical altercation, because that's what the NBA is worried about, right? They don't want another Malice in the Palace. Okay, fine. If players start getting into tussles, fine, throw them out, or give them text, whatever. But if a player's just talking, they should not be assessed a tech. If a ref can't deal with it, then too bad. Don't ref. It's what you're paid to do. Because they have nothing better to do. That's what it is. They have nothing better to do. It's all right. It helps engagement. Take this up with the Supreme Court. How the hell you give Vando a take? Exactly. For, again, being emotional and being passionate. It's crazy. Let's see. I like the OKC matchup for the Lakers too. After refs, I'm with you. Tyler's having a meltdown and melt sideways, but hey, I understand. The officiating is like years beyond garbage. Yeah, it's crazy. Lakers need Rui. What game is a must win? The Dallas game tomorrow is a must win. And then depending on how the Houston game goes, Portland might be a must win. Let's see. Wolves loss today was huge. Spurs beat the Clippers. That would be greater. Lakers will lock up top 5 by tonight if that happens yet. Like I said, I'm not worried about the Lakers falling into the play-in or anything like that. It's just I just want to see. I want the 3 seed. It's what I've been preaching for months now. Why didn't they sit their starters like they playing? Because even with a full team, it's not a guarantee that you win. No Rui too, and they got the Mavs tomorrow, must win. Because you don't want to take the risk, right? You sit your starters, and you lose, right? And then you go and you play the Dallas Mavericks, and Dallas just, again, Anthony Davis drops 50, which he's capable of. Klay Thompson hits 10 threes, which he's capable of, and all of a sudden you lose that game too. Now you have 2 games that are a must win, right? I'm okay with the Lakers playing it, right? Like, again, it's better to just not have the basketball gods punish you, right? We were given a gift. Trust the process. Trust that it'll work out. Thunder could play the Clippers in round 1, then play Warriors or Memphis or Nuggets in round 2, then face the Lakers. Yeah, I don't think the Thunder make it to the conference finals, honestly. I think Clippers, Memphis, and the Nuggets, or maybe not Memphis, but Clippers and Nuggets, I think can beat them because they match up very well. Rockets lock up the 2 seed with the Lakers loss. Now, do we think to rest guys in their game against us now because of that? If the Lakers beat the you're asking, sorry, I misread that. Do they rest guys now? Probably not. If it was any other team, yes. The fact that it's the Lakers, probably not. If I'm being honest. Sorry, I was going to say I thought I read that as should we rest them, but that's the thing. And then Cosmin coming out with $2 super chat, which I think I'm going to end it here because, like I said, I got videos and stuff to make, and then we got another live streaming game tomorrow. So, but Cosmin coming out with $2 super chat. F refs, dumbest call ever. Nobody comes to see y'all. Exactly, 100%. Again, no one's looking at it and going like, "Oh man, JT Orr, that's the guy." Man, I can't wait to go watch the game so I can see JT Orr ref. No one cares. Again, if you can't control your emotion, I said it all right. Right? If players have to control their emotions, so should the refs. If refs can't control their emotions, if refs can't handle players crying and complaining to them, then guess what? Don't ref. Don't ref. Play. And people always say, "Oh, this guy cries too much, that guy cries too much." Jordan cried. There's video of Jordan and the ref going, "I believe you, Mike. I believe you, Mike." Right? Like, so let's not pretend like this is something that's brand new that players don't cry to the refs. It's something that has happened forever. Players don't like, players think refs make bad calls all the time. Right? If you can't handle players being critical and complaining and crying, then don't ref. It's simple. It's a simple concept. If you can't handle it, you're paid to go out there, manage players, manage the game, and make calls. If you can't do all those things, then don't ref. It's simple. Very simple. But anyway, I'm going to skate on out of here. Again, I appreciate you guys. Seriously, thank you for hanging out with me. Sorry about the technical difficulty earlier. Yeah, we'll get back into the swing of things tomorrow. Let's get this win against the Mavs. We get the win against the Mavs, then the ship is right? Like we get that, then all we got to do is win one of our next two games against Houston, who locks up the 2 seed, so they might just sit guys, and then the Portland Trailblazers. There we go. And they are they're probably tanking it in. They're out of the play-in contention, so that's it for them. So I imagine that Lakers are in a good spot. Just got to handle business tomorrow, and we're good. We're back at it. But real quick, shameless plug: go subscribe to that channel. It's my new personal channel. I just got to 1,000 subs. Want to get a little more just for safety net. And then I'm gonna do a couple live streams on that once we get through this stretch with the Lakers games. Do a couple live streams so I can get the watch time. So that way I can get that channel monetized. So go subscribe to that. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe here. If you're not subscribed here, like the video on your way out. You guys are beautiful. Everyone that gave me super chats, thank you so much. Seriously, helps me out a ton. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I will see you all tomorrow.